Thinking about starting a residential assisted living home? Here's how the cash flow works and why it's one of the most lucrative business models in real estate investing. Operating a residential assisted living facility, or RAL, can be a lucrative business if managed properly. The income from the business comes from the seniors themselves. That's where the money is coming in. They're basically paying for basic care, specialized care, and medication management. The cost of a private room, someone helping you bathe, a private chef cleaning your room and doing your laundry, and someone giving you medication, food, and helping you walk, it's going to cost a pretty penny. So don't be shocked when the bill comes in and it costs to live, especially in this market. Most seniors are paying for assisted living out of pocket, and this might look like using their own savings, their IRA, their investments, or selling some properties that they own and using that capital to pay for their care needs. 10% of the population relies on long-term care insurance to cover the cost of care, and many rely on the government to foot the bill. But unlike long-term care insurance, which will pay for most of the care above and beyond many times, government funding like Medicare and Medicaid barely cover the cost of food, which means that likely in the homes that accept this type of care, the care is going to be subpar and not what you would want or desire for your family member or loved one. Many families, they end up footing the bill themselves using private pay. And the cost of care, y'all, it has gone up 87% over the last 20 years, and it's projected to continue to skyrocket over the coming 25. This is what we call the silver tsunami of seniors. Here on YouTube, I made another video about getting started in RAL, so don't miss it and click this link to watch that one next. To break down the average cost of care in assisted living, it's right about $5,500 per month per resident. That is average, meaning it includes those on government funding as well as those on private pay. And being in this industry, I ask people every day, hey, what are you paying for care, for assisted living? And the numbers I hear, they might shock you. Daily, I hear people paying $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 a month. Right now, in this market, in 2025, yes. This is what people are paying. And it's not like that's the nicest facility in town many times. It's a normal home or facility giving average care. This is the reality that many families are really, honestly, shockingly unaware of and really don't understand until it happens to them and they get that rude awakening. Yikes. If you are not prepared, it is time to get prepared. But when it happens and a loved one falls or memory declines, it happens quick and decisions must be made quickly. And most families can't afford to quit their job and take care of an elderly loved one full time, nor are they the right person for the job. They're just not equipped for that level of care. RALs and assisted living facilities, they make their money from the income of the resident, but it also costs a lot to run one of these homes or facilities. About 15 to 25% goes down to the bottom line. So even though the resident may be paying $10,000 a month, only $1,500 of that is profit for the owner operator. The cost of care, aka paying the caregivers, is the most expensive part of running an assisted living. Over 40% of the total expenses go towards staff. And if we include the administrator, about 50% of the total expenses. So that alone is a huge lift. Many families are under the illusion that they can afford in-home care. But at an average cost of $33 an hour, if you need 24/7 care, that'll run you $23,000 or more a month, plus the mortgage, the lease, the activities, the utilities, you name it. It's not as affordable as one might think. This is why assisted livings are oftentimes the easier and better choice for families, including for the senior. They get more activities and interaction. They get to maintain a social life, which is so critical for a healthy life. But to maintain a good income on your RAL, you want your occupancy to be at or around 90%. Always bake in 10% vacancy when you're running your numbers, but you should be breaking even right around 70%. So anything above that should be your profit. Marketing is going to be the key to making sure that that happens. And don't forget to check out this video here on YouTube where I cover how to get started in assisted living. We cover marketing and so much more. So I'll see you next time.